Hi everyone, welcome. This is episode 1093. This is Blind Magic in Alice Springs, and I am your presenter and host, Murray Stewart. Well, as you know, I have been a sports administrator, I've been a deputy mayor, and I've owned businesses, and I've had to deal with many people. And I used to think to myself, when I was confronted with older people who are a little bit on the cranky side, I used to think to myself, wow, I hope I don't become like that later in life, a grumpy old bastard. Yeah, that's what I used to think. And now I have a bit of a different view on the cranky old buggers. Yeah, I do. Maybe they have just renovated their life. Yeah, done a bit of a renovation in their life, decided what they are going to tolerate and what they're not prepared to tolerate, who they're going to spend their time with, and who perhaps they're not going to spend their time with. In other words, they've drawn a line in the sand to make sure that they can have a peaceful and content life. I've found myself doing this of recent times. Yeah, I have. I have done a bit of a social renovation job here in my home, decided who comes in and who doesn't. Yeah, I have. There's been a few people that I have, in a sense, given the eviction notice to in terms of coming in and out of my life. And I've done that to protect my solitude, protect my peace, and to ensure contentment. Does that make me a grumpy old bastard? Well, look, I guess they would probably say so. But no, I think it's just about drawing a line in the sand about what you're prepared to tolerate and what you're not prepared to tolerate. I was speaking to a very, very good friend of mine only 48 hours ago, and she is finding herself doing the same thing. And she has had to draw a line in the sand in respect to a couple of people who are disturbing her peace and tranquility. So I guess this is just what we have to do. Don't we? We do a bit of a cull, don't we, of the things in our house that we don't think we need anymore, to ensure that that our space is not cluttered. So we should, I guess, in terms of the social context of our life, do a bit of a clean out every now and again. There are things that we can keep and there are things we should throw out. And I guess that's exactly the same when it comes to the people in our lives that might be cluttering our space and causing us grief. No problems with drawing that line in the sand and, just taking them out with the rest of the dust in our life. It sounds a bit firm, sure, but in order to preserve our peace and tranquility, I think we do need to take a bit of a view on what is necessary and who is necessary and of course, who is not necessary to invade our space. It is interesting because I had made a bit of a stance around here in terms of who I was going to let back into my life because of a few little upsets that had occurred. And then I lifted the lid on that little rule and had a few people over the other night, and then bang, another little drama came up. And I realised, whoa, hang on, that's what happens when you break your own rules. But look, you do have to dip your toe back in the water occasionally as well, I guess. But as a general rule, if you do set rules, particularly later in life, it's probably because of well-established reasons. You've used your experience and wisdom to make some calls, some decisions to make your life more peaceful, ensuring that your existence is tranquil and that you can find that contentment. So maybe you should stick to those rules that you have set as best you can in any case. And I think you can do it without being that grumpy old bastard. Just be assertive, not angry, but assertive. There is a difference. Yeah, just be, I think good people will understand that you are entitled to make decisions about who you spend your time with. They won't have any issue with it whatsoever. And I wonder if you have also been a subject to that rule in someone else's life. Just quietly, I think I have been. Yeah, I do. A good friend of mine recently was in town. No call. No call was delivered to me. So I think maybe I have been a part of the renovation plan in her life. And you know something? That's fine with me. That's absolutely fine with me. Because the reasons of which she has made that decision, I stand by. I absolutely stand by. So maybe it is best that she goes her way and I go mine. No worries. That's what happens when you get older. You don't have to become a grumpy old bastard or a female equivalent. No, you just reach the point of assertive acceptance and you just drift along and accept someone else's decision whilst making your own firm decisions about similar matters. Yeah, that's what I reckon, folks. That's what I think. I wonder if you're at that stage in life where maybe there are some people that are giving you grief, and maybe you are finding it a bit difficult to make that decision to cut that tie. Well, you know what? Fear no more, because there are plenty of us out here that are absolutely conducting that sort of cull, and it's no problem. And it does work. And it does deliver you a little more peace and tranquility, something of which you are totally entitled to. You've done your bit in life, so you are so entitled now to relax back, enjoy the fruits of your labours in peace and quiet, and being totally content with your lot in life. All right, folks, that's it. I hope you've enjoyed. This has been episode 1093, a Blind Magic Communications production.